Yes, yes. You are one of those, I'm a fan of you because of so many reasons. First thing, your board score of 95 really gave me a good. Okay, not only you, it gave me also. Come on, get going with your, with your fundamentals of teaching. Nice. And then that boomer came when the J score was 93.7 and chemistry 99.25. My goodness, guys, anyone got 99.25 challenge, Maria will give you a nice tip. And CT also no less, 90%, but balancing all the 90s was a not a big joke, Maria. So get started, and one after the other you give us tips. How did you manage all that in such a balanced manner? That is the main thing. Tell me.
Okay, so starting with one tip for any exam, if you are like consistent, if you have like consistent efforts for anything, you will be like doing good in each and every exam. That's one thing that I have to say. And starting with boards, I particularly focused on boards. I did not focus on JE and CET in the beginning. When I started 11th, I was like, okay, have to do well in boards. That's what I did. But I feel like I wrote each and everything. Like when the teacher was teaching, I used to note down each and every detail. Like no matter what, if she's saying important or not, I'll write down it no matter what. And that too with different colored pens, which many of my classmates like found it funny that, oh, why are you holding five six pens in your hand and juggling between that. So I was like, no, I like it. And I found that helpful because at the end of the year when you're revising everything, you have that thing, okay, yeah, this is important, this is important. So that helped me a lot. So each and every minute detail, I would say, is important that many people miss. And NCRT, for boards, NCRT is like the god, I would say. NCRT, I did it thoroughly. And other than that, I feel like PYQs and sample papers. I did at least 20 sample papers.
Oh
and
God. My God. Okay, carry on.
Yeah, but not only doing the sample papers, you have to check. Like after doing a sample paper, if you have made any mistakes, you have to go through the mistake and you have to make sure that you don't repeat the same mistake. So that helps you a lot, I would say. Because initially I did not do that. Like for my 2-3 sample papers, I was just writing it and then I would just leave it there. But after that, I got to know that if I go through the sample paper again, what I wrote, that would help me. And yeah, that did help me.
I see. That means correcting your mistakes and not overlooking
Yeah.
them. So they don't believe in correcting the mistakes. So that this is a very good tip given by you, Maria. Yes. And now go ahead with your J score of 99.25 in chemistry.
Yes, again, JEE, I did not prepare for JEE, but as I said, I feel like while I was preparing for boards, it did help me prepare for JEE side by side because in boards, you see the questions in JEE, they are hard, but I feel like they are focused on minute and intricate details that unless and until if you're not thorough with the concept, you won't be able to answer it. So I was thorough with the topics from CBSE. So I feel like that did help me in JEE. And yes, I prepared for CBSE before going to JEE exam, which is funny because I don't know, but yeah, I did score well.
So Maria, this is a tip for maybe for all students that if you have your conceptual correction done at the board level, it will get you through in the JEE exam. Also, you need not do anything special for it.
Yes.
Am I right?
Definitely. Yes.
So you carried on with the board prep, and with that mental state of mind, you went and gave your JEE and cracked not only chemistry with nice percentile, but even your 93.7 aggregate was a super duper hit without any prep. That is what students take up special prep, do this, do that, so you did not do anything special.
They don't focus much on the minute and basics. They don't focus on the basics. They directly start with whatever is there. So many people, they don't know what the basics are, and when the questions come, if they are on the basic topic, like the conceptual thing, they won't be able to answer it. So I feel like that is one thing.
I see. So basics
Yeah.
are most important rather than doing
Yes.
high level stuff. That means you're focused on mains. So mains you had to get above the cutoff percentile and you made it. Yes. Like, whether it was the yeah, right. So, and what about your MHT CET? That also you simultaneously prepared, or no? You went with that same conceptual. Thing?
Yes, I did. So like CET exam was later after boards. Yeah, it was in May. So
Yes.
I did have a lot of time to prepare for it. But the thing was that since there was a gap between the whole exams, like boards and then CET, I was kind of in a rest mode. Like a lot was gone from my mind already. But I did practice PYQs for my CET. I had 3 books, like for maths, physics, and chemistry. I had a book, so I used to practice PYQs. But the thing was that I think I did not practice much. So in my CET exam, what happened was that I did not get enough time to answer the physics and chemistry part.
Okay.
So that was the thing. So I feel like if the exams are having a gap in between, then if you get a rest mode, then I feel like you mess it up.
I see. So
that's what I did.
So your touch with the topics reduced.
Yes.
So
yes.
Some concepts probably vanished from your head. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, nice. So I would just like to know your schedule for the board exam. What was your schedule like 6 months ahead of your board exam?
Okay, so 6 months ahead before board exams, so at that time teachers would be like, running behind the portion completion. Like portion completion, then we would have a final year projects for each subject and all. So we are like, bombarded with things. So I was really anxious. That would be the first thing. I was really anxious about how I would go about with the projects, how I would complete this journal. Like we had a lot of things that we had to manage. But yes, I feel like consistent efforts. I used to do everything in one day. Like whatever I had, I used to start studying from 6, like in the evening. 6, and then if I had any project to work upon, then I would do it before 6. And if at all I did not finish, then I would do it late at night. Right. But every day I would study like 6 in the evening, and then yes, I would study for, I don't know, 5 hours or something. Yes.
Oh, nice. So it was a PCM. It was a PCM. Like
yes.
PCM. Okay, so PCM is my rose. So one thing, I'm very inquisitive to know from students, like, is it that fear factor for which you study, or is it like to do something? What is it? What is it that, hits you and then you start, that motivation has come? And when does it creep in? That fear factor or that anxiety? How would you put it?
Personally, for me, in 10th, I did score like 94.6, but I was not happy about it because this is funny because I wanted a medal. Okay, so in my school they were giving medals only for 95 above people. Okay. So I was sad about that. I did not get a medal. So in 11th I was like, okay, I'm going to study really hard, and in 12th I'm finally going to get a medal, which I did. I'm happy about that. But
congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
So your medal was your motivation.
Yes, for me, medal, and I wanted to do well in my life. And I think that is my thing.
Wow.
Like, no pressure from my parents or anything, nothing like that. But I used to be anxious because whatever I studied, from one side I would be studying, and from another side I would be forgetting each and everything. That was the only thing that I had. So I was anxious about that. But other than that, no, I used to study because I wanted to study. Yes.
Okay. So, you had 2-3 things in your head. Yeah, because this is a do or die situation. After 12th, a good college is required. So that is there, first of all, with everyone. And the second thing, yes, that what do you call it? Something to achieve. That medal.
Yeah.
Medal is an achievement. That achievement, I had to have it. Yeah. So I think, every student have to have, something set for them. Then I think that achievement will definitely creep in.
Yeah, like if you
Yeah.
have a goal, I feel like it will make it 10 times better. Like you'll decide, okay, fine, I want that, so I'll have to get there.
Yes, yes, yes. मुझे सीढ़ी चढ़ना है, ऊपर तक जाना है, तो मुझे I have to start walking, running, jumping, whatever it is. Yes.
Yes,
Right,
ma'am.
right, Maria. So nice having you, Maria. And anything you would like to share, like as a tip, as something important to be done, so that your scores are consistent. And you've already said some small golden word which you want to convey.
Whenever your ma'am is teaching or anything, you have to listen to each and everything. That's what I did. That would be my golden tip. If you like, if your this thing, what is it? If your concentration goes here and there, then you will definitely miss something or the other, which would be important.
Yes.
So I would say concentrate, and yes, you'll be fine. And basics, yes, basics are very important.
Okay, that means you would have to try and understand whatever the teachers say, come what may.
Yeah. And if you have a doubt, you have to clear it then and then, not later. That won't work.
Good. I think those last words are very important. Yes, Maria.
Yes, ma'am. I used to irritate my teachers a lot. I used to be like, oh, I did not understand that. Ma'am, I did not understand this. And they used to be like, okay, I have to teach as well. Like, I'll keep asking doubts. So, yeah, that is important.
In the end, it helped.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, right. And everyone is proud of you, including your parents, teachers, yourself, everyone. That's very important. So nice,
Yes.
Maria. It was very nice getting such good tips from you. And definitely, God bless you for everything in your life. Thank you so much.
Thank you.